I gotta do my job, bro. You gotta walk, you got fed, you got water, you got treats. I gotta talk to Josh. Do you mind? You could have sent in questions. 6,000 people sent in questions for Josh. You were quiet. Hello, everyone. Good to have you here. This is the, you know what? Let me name this show right now. All right, I'm getting DMs right now. I gotta focus. How are you guys? This is the Friday live stream top requested big reveal with special guest Josh, of course, from Now United, who are guests on the show today. And we had our rehearsal this morning. I just want to let you know, give you some inside intel. They are on the entire show. So if you are a Now United fan, if you love their interviews, you love their music, you want to hear where they're at, they take your fan questions. We're going to get to a ton of them right now for Josh specifically. But literally, we went through the rundown of the show. The whole show is like Now United. So make sure you're tuning in 5 p.m. Eastern time. That's 3 hours from right now, whatever time it is in your part of the world. YouTube.com/MTV. You're going to love today's show. This is like a dream come true today for Now United. And I want to pose a challenge really quick. I'm not saying I'm rooting for Now United to get most requested because I have to remain unbiased. But it would be cool to see you guys show up in the live chat and see how high you can get them in the rankings today, as they're the guests on the show. So that's what's going down at 5 p.m. Of course, Josh and his bandmates, group mates, are our guests today. You've made them top requested. We're also going to get to, on this live stream on IG, who else made top requested, okay? So Josh is going to be joining us in a matter of moments. He is here. He'll be joining us. He'll be taking your fan questions. But first, we got to get to the business at hand, which are the announcement of the top requested artists on MTV this week. And it goes a little something like this. All right. Morissette has made top requested. Morissette, our most requested artist last week, top requested this week. Congratulations to Morissette. Also making top requested this week, Tomorrow by Together. I learned today that it's Tomorrow by Together, not Tomorrow X together, Tomorrow times together, Tomorrow end together. It's Tomorrow by Together. So they have also made top requested. Also, former most requested, the only most requested artist to do it 3 weeks in a row and 3 weeks overall, Monsta X is the top requested artist this week. So congratulations to all of them. Who else do we have here? Back from last week, Sarah Geronimo. Sarah G for short. I believe her fans are called the Pop Stars. Congratulations to Sarah and just another one of these upstart artists. We said last week in the Friday live stream after show that you can check out on YouTube, and we kind of recap everything. We take your phone calls. We said that there's sort of a new batch or a new season of artists that have sort of like invaded the MTV Friday live stream, and Sarah's at one of the top of that list, where just a huge debut last week, and she's back this week and challenging for most requested. I can't tell you exactly where she lands right now. You got to tune in for the most requested race, but huge amount of votes for Sarah, so that's very cool. Also back on the show, I think of them, and I mean this with all respect, I don't mean to make them seem small in terms of their devotion, but they are just size-wise smaller than a lot of other fandoms because they're newer and, you know, it's a solo artist as opposed to a big group. But the Ozones and Anthony Ortiz are like the upstart story of the summer of 2020 for the MTV Friday live stream. Came out of nowhere. It seemed like at first it was like Why Don't We fans kind of, you know, hopping on, and Why Don't We was very popular, and they also loved Anthony's music, so they got him on the show. But he's almost like eclipsed Why Don't We in terms of the votes. He's constantly in the most requested race, and he's back on the show, top requested this week. So very exciting to see Anthony still here. And then also a former guest on the show who has been top requested, and another regular in that most requested race, Agnes Mo, top requested artist this week. Congratulations to Agnes on the success of the new single Effin' Boyfriend. That's cool. And we got one of her videos coming up. And also I want to give a big shout out to Mimi Webb, who's your Push Radar artist this week. If you don't know what Push Radar is, MTV has this awesome program called Push, right? MTV Push Tate McRae was the push artist last month. Youngblood is the push artist this month. Jack Harlow, who, if you're watching this for Josh did an amazing dance to Jack's song What's Poppin'. He was a former MTV push artist, and going back in the day, CNCO, Billie Eilish, Why Don't We was a push artist. And so before you get to push, it's like push radar. It's like the step before push. So we give you the opportunity to live vote if you like a push radar artist or not, and you could really have a lot of effect on that artist's career. So it's a very pins and needle but very exciting moment in the show each week. And this week it goes out to Mimi Webb. If you use TikTok, Mimi Webb really blew up or started to blow up because of Charlie on TikTok. Charlie did a dance to her song, Before I Go. We're going to play that song tonight, so if you haven't heard it, you can look for that as well on the Friday live stream. So congratulations to Mimi. I'm excited to see what you think of her song tonight on the show. Who else do we have? How about this? How about we just make it official? Now United. Top requested. Not only a guest, but you and the Uniters, right? Am I saying that right? Uniters? You made Now United a top requested artist this week. So congratulations. I believe it's their second or third week since they just, again, burst onto the scene. And again, I'm challenging everyone in this chat right now. If you, to kind of give you an idea, there's 2,000 of you watching this right now. If each of you join the live chat at 5 p.m. Eastern time on youtube.com/MTV, that's in 3 hours from right now, and you all vote for Now United, that's going to be a heck of a race for number one. So you could actually, you have the power to get them on the show, which you've done, right? Their video is going to get played. They're one of the top requested artists in the world this week on MTV. You're going to get to see their exclusive interview where they take your fan questions and give you updates on the future of music, the 16th member, they address that, and you could get them to number one on MTV. That would be a heck of a Friday for Now United. But again, you do whatever you want in 3 hours. I would encourage you to check out the show and help the group out, and that would just be really exciting. But there you go. They are top requested. They're going to get played tonight in addition to their interview. Also, my good friends, CNCO. Now, this is a funny tie-in. I'm going to give you a little bit of a scoop on the Now United interview that you'll see tonight or today on MTV. So CNCO, amazing group, also a former push artist, and also up for 2 VMAs on August 30th for the Video Music Awards. They are a top requested artist this week, and Sabina, we all know and love Sabina from Now United, confesses to us on MTV how big of a fan of CNCO she is. I mean, she is like obsessed with CNCO. She is like a bona fide CNC owner. So she's going to talk all about her love of CNCO. So if you love Now United, you love Sabina, you love CNCO, that's going to be an awesome moment on tonight's show. Back on the show, Lay Zhang, former guest. I don't believe Lay has ever been most requested, but he's always in that race, which is very cool. So Lay Zhang is back as a top requested artist. And let's get to some more here. Jackson Wang, former most requested artist. Maybe there was Louis Tomlinson, who did it 2 weeks, and then Jackson Wang, who was once most requested. So he's back. He fell off the show last week, so it's cool to see his fans back. Another one of these upstart groups, ATEEZ. ATEEZ is back on the show. We learned how to say that name last week thanks to producer Clay, who I think the ATEEZ, I don't know how to say the fandom name. I think they should rally around producer Clay, and we should get producer Clay trending tonight. That's my wish. So ATEEZ is back. They were top 5 most requested last week, so we'll see if they can do that, or if Now United's going to upset, or whatever. But ATEEZ is back on the show. Also, former guest of the show, Sarkodie, has been top requested once again. That's very exciting. And we also have a video preview, a first 30 we call it at MTV, where the video isn't out yet. You're going to have to wait till next week to see the full music video from this group, but we give you a first 30-second sneak peek, kind of. The first 30 seconds of the video, no one's going to see this before you, and it's from a group called Girlfriends. If you like Jaden's been on the show. Jaden's song So What, he worked with a guy named John Feldman on it that made the record, and John Feldman also made this record by Girlfriends called California. It's kind of like a alternative pop punk rock vibe, so if you're into that kind of music, we got that sneak peek for you coming up. Who else? Also, for those asking, Josh is going to be here in a matter of moments. I'm just getting over the most requested and the top requested artists for MTV this week. I'm announcing all of them. That's what this pre-show is all about. And then our special guest, Josh, your beloved Josh, is going to get here and going to be here taking your fan questions. 6,000 fan questions. Can you believe that? We're going to get to all of them. All right. Why Don't We? This is a big one. Why Don't We is on the show tonight. Tonight, whatever you are in the world. I always say tonight. Why Don't We I thought last week was going to be the last week. Last week, they had the lowest amount of votes they've ever had on the show. They rallied together, the Limelights, they're back on the show. So Why Don't We has been top requested this week. Congratulations to Why Don't We. Blackpink on the show. They've got a new song coming out on August 28th with a surprise special guest that everyone's going all crazy about. But Blackpink is back. I think they've spent a few weeks off of being top requested, but they're top requested this week. Jacob Sartorius, who's going to be our guest on this pre-show on IG Live next week. So Josh is our guest, of course, this week. Jacob's going to be stopping by next week. So if you're watching this right now, you're a fan of Jacob, get ready to ask him some fan questions because he'll be fielding them next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, just as Josh is this week. So Jacob is back on the show. That's cool. I think this is his third or fourth straight week. Cimarelli, who welcomed a new baby boy this week, it looks like. Congratulations to the Sim fam and the literal Sim fam. But Cimarelli on the show, top requested. New Hope Club, top requested. I don't know if we got any New Hope Club fans watching this right now, but they are on the show. They're doing their virtual world tour right now. I hope you guys are checking that out. Those guys are hardworking fellas and very creative. I don't know if you know, but New Hope Club, they're doing this world tour, and they their fans designed all of the tour posters for each area of the world that they're doing. So, guys, we can confirm Josh in the house. Maybe the best dancer on planet Earth has joined us, and he's going to take your fan questions. Josh, thank you for being early, brother. I got to get to a couple more announcements, and then you're coming up in a matter of moments, so sit tight, bro. And then Kiara is debuting. We only have one debut this week, which I thought was interesting, because we've had, like, tons of debuts the past couple weeks on the show, but Kiara, with her new song, I Still Do, is on the show this week as a debut, so that's exciting. She did Gold, you probably know Gold. Really cool, like, hyper-pop sound. Really like fast singing, I guess you'd say. I sound like an idiot, but she's really cool. You know Kiara, I'm sure you do. Little Mix on the show. Top requested again. Ooh, why's my phone doing that? That's not good. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo. We do not want glitches right before Josh stops by. All right, and then Four of Diamonds also making the show, which is very, very exciting. So there you go. Oh, and EXO on the show as well. Top requested EXO. Very, very cool. Anybody else? Oh, yeah. The Driver Era. TDE. Shout out TDE and the Driver Era fans. I'm going to reveal this right now. If the voting stays steady, of course, you have 3 more hours to vote. They're top 5 right now. So you have that to look forward to if you're a Driver Era fan. The Driver Era TDE fans have made them top 5 for most requested. Lauren Cimarelli back on the show. She's, forging her sisters, of course, as a banner on the show. Lauren has made top requested. And VMA performers, VMA nominees, BTS. BTS is top requested this week, so shout out to ARMY. Once ARMY discovers the show, like, in full, it's just going to be crazy. I don't know if anyone can beat BTS. They're just so powerful. They're crazy. But there you go. Those are your top requested artists. If I didn't name your favorite artists, you always have next week to go harder in the votes. But those are the top requested. Again, you can join us 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's in 3 hours from right now. YouTube.com/MTV. All of the artists I just talked about, you'll see their videos. We have the premiere, the sneak peek, first 30 from Girlfriends, and Now United, including Josh, is going to be on the whole show. When I tell you it's a 3-hour show, they're on the whole darn show, and we're hearing from almost all of the members. And they're going to talk about your fan questions. They're going to talk about the future of the group, if they're working on music, where their head's at with music. They address the 16th member. We ask him about that, And it's just, I think it's a really cool chat. And it was my first foray into Now United, and I think I'm becoming a stan low-key. I might be a uniter by the end of this. Josh might make me a uniter live right here on Instagram. All right, so that's the deal. Again, it's on you if you want to make them top requested this week or most requested. You can join us at 5 p.m. and live vote the band in the chat on YouTube. But right now, it is all about our guest, Josh. Josh from Now United is about to be joining us. He's actually here, probably going, what the hell is this guy talking about? I thought I was the special guest. You are. So we put up a post yesterday, and we said, hey, ask Josh anything. He's a pretty open dude. Whatever you want to ask him, you can. And 6,000 of you sent in questions. So we're not going to get to all 6,000 because I think Josh and I have a life to get back to eventually. But we picked about 20 of the ones that we thought were just great questions. So we're going to shout you out. If you sent in a question to stay tuned, I should say, because Josh might take it. So without further ado, I think Josh is ready. Let's get some clapping emojis. Let's get some dancing emojis. Let's just get some hospitality for our guest and light up the chat, because you can't really go do a round of applause. If we were in New York City on MTV and Josh walked out, you'd all clap, right? So let's get some virtual round of applause right now, and I will pull up your fan questions for the man of the hour. All right, where is he? Josh. Oh my God, there's so many requests. There he is. Drum roll.
What's up?
There you are, man. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been like a day.
Yeah. It's a little different though. We were doing, for those that don't know, we did an interview for the Friday live stream, and I mean, I've never been on a Zoom with that many boxes open.
Yeah, like whenever we do a Zoom call, it's like the whole thing just looks like a checkerboard. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm so struck, and of course the fans already know this, but I'm so struck by just like your chemistry, but really the camaraderie of the group. I mean, while everybody was talking, I mean, everyone was just so supportive. You were laughing. I mean, really, it really feels like a big group of friends. Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, I would even go deeper and say we're a family. We've spent so long together. Obviously, we didn't know each other before the group, any of us really. But yeah, when we joined the group, we just all kind of clicked, and that was a big thing in the audition. Actually, was like seeing Simon seeing who clicked get together, and yeah, we clicked right away, and then we just became family right after that.
Totally, man. Well, that's all you'll get out of me. If you want to see me ask questions to Josh and the rest of the group, you can tune in today at 5. This is all about your fans, and it's the Uniters, right? That's the official name?
Yeah, of the Now United fam, yes.
Okay, right on. Do you actually, you know what? I don't want to ask any questions because it might come up. So these are all from your fans. We'll get to as many as we can. And again, thanks for taking the time, Josh. This comes from @GossipNU. A few days ago, you said that people should have a why in their lives to continue doing what they do. I totally agree how important that is. What is your personal why, if you had to say?
All right. I think I did say that on live, and I think I have a different why. It changes. It changes with, I mean, my life. Everything changes. So I think my why right now would be to just inspire everyone in the world and keep a smile on everybody's face in this time. That's my why as of right now. But before, it's been like, I don't know, inspiring young boys to follow their dream in arts if they wanted to instead of sports. Or my mom is a huge inspiration to me, like all those things.
Totally. It's a why can also probably be thought of as a purpose. And I think of whether, whatever you do in your life and whatever your passion is, wouldn't you agree? Like the purpose is like the GPS of life, right? It's like your navigation system. If you don't have like the why or the purpose, it's tough to navigate situations. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Totally. All right. @world_JK Beauchamp. When did you realize that dancing was your life and you wanted to do it forever?
You know what? That's a strange question. I actually, ever since I was little, I started dancing. I was like, yo, this is amazing. I love it. I realized it's hard to say because I always had the dream in the back of my head of becoming an artist. I always wanted to be like the biggest artist out there and just be performing on the stage. And dancing was a way of me getting to, I guess, training for that goal in general. So, I mean, dancing, I think, was never really my full goal. And I didn't think that I would be dancing forever. I always wanted to transition. So I think I decided that I wanted to pursue dance and artistry as a career when I was probably around 15, 14.
Okay. So with dancing not being the goal, was dancing almost like a throughway to the goal, or like it was a vehicle for the goal, or?
It was honestly kind of just what's the word? I don't know the word. Anyways, I'll try and explain it.
Okay.
But it was like I went to dance because I thought I could never be an artist.
Right.
I thought it was just impossible. I was just this kid from Alberta, Canada. Everyone plays hockey here. Like,
Right.
it's just not possible. And then I just kept dancing and dancing and dancing, trying to get into the spotlight and get somewhere with that maybe someday I could move on to be an artist. And I just kept going at it. And I obviously love dance. I mean, dancing is amazing. It's always going to be my number one love. But performing, I probably will. It's not. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. I'm curious because you're just such a phenomenal dancer. And I talk to artists that might write songs, and they'll say to me, if I can, that's the best way I can express myself, right? I struggle with person-to-person communications at times. I struggle with opening up to close loved ones, but I can always write about it. Do you feel like you can best express yourself through dance, would you say?
Yes, 100%. I've always, ever since I was a little kid, I had trouble like explaining through words. You can see right here, I can't find words and such. So, I think whenever I turned on a song and I felt it and I could just express myself through movement, it was just the way I could express myself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. All right. By the way, am I saying your last name right, Beauchamp?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I spell my name a little funny, so I get called Kevan, so I'm always like a sticker.
Really?
Yeah. All right. So Beauchamp Source asks, is there something you do every time before going on stage? Do you have like I don't know, like a ritual or something like that, or?
I do. It's really for just big performances. It's really big performances. I do this one thing. I get my headphones and then I go into like somewhere very, very secluded, and I put in my headphones and I listen to "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's like the big moment song.
That's the one. So I listen to that every time. Like, I listened to it before I went on World of Dance. I listened to it before we went on tour for the first time. All my biggest performances, I've always listened to that before I've gone on to do them.
That's awesome. Great song. Those drums come in?
Yeah.
All right, Josh Beauchamp, CF. If you could collab with any Canadian dancer or singer, who would it be?
Ooh.
Tough.
Dang. I think there's like a holy trinity, I would say, that I would want to be collabing with, and that would be Drake, Justin Bieber, or The Weeknd. Maybe actually Shawn Mendes too. All those four, I don't know if I could decide between them.
So talented.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in the water up there, but you guys got something going on.
Yeah.
Do you have out of those four, do you have somebody's music that you feel you like to dance to the best, or maybe their style of music allows you to express yourself the easiest?
You know what? I actually like all four of them for different reasons. And it's like The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd's music videos. He has like the best music videos in my opinion. I'm just like, I love those music videos. Justin Bieber's voice is literally like butter.
Insane.
It kills me every time I listen to it. Drake, I think Drake would probably be the one I would dance to. He's got this like a vibe, like the melodic rap that he does is just, I love it. Yeah.
All right. At Choices, Josh says, what choreography was the most difficult for you to learn?
Like Now United choreography?
They didn't really specify, but I don't know. I think maybe like what comes to mind when you think about just a routine or something that you did, publicly that the fans saw, where you're like, man, that was a huge challenge.
I think probably there's a lot. I think it wouldn't be any of the Now United choreo for me, because I think that stuff is kind of easy for me. But I think it would probably be either our first dance on World of Dance, me and Taylor, or I did a Michael Jackson performance one time to Man in the Mirror, or I think any choreography that I made to teach in a class. I always make my choreography so hard that I can barely even do it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, at secrets underscore of underscore Boani? What does that mean? Do you know?
That's like a ship name.
Okay. Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
like our fans really
we,
love to
we don't have to get into it.
Yeah.
All right, right on. What cover have you always wanted to do but didn't?
Cover. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll do one that I've always wanted to do, but like don't have the ability to. Actually, when I first got into Now United, I sang a song in the audition. It was so bad. But then after, one of the choreographers that I was picking for Now United, he said, um, one day when you can sing Listen by Beyonce and not miss a note, you are considered actual, like, real vocalist. And I've always, from then on, I've always wanted to be able to sing Listen by Beyonce.
That's like the standard.
That is a hard one to sing, I must say.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. At Gravity, Josh asks if you could choose a music video for Michael Jackson. This is cool because we were just talking about MJ. So if you could choose a music video for Michael Jackson to participate in, what video would you choose?
Probably Beat It.
Okay.
I love Beat It. I love like the whole like pool table scenario,
Yep.
and like all like the kind of gangs in it, and it's I think it's super tight.
So cool. It's kind of like that West Side Story vibe a little bit.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
That's a great video. All right, cool. Beat It. At Team Beauchampions, what is the biggest challenge that you face at the beginning of your career in the dance world? Anything come to mind?
I think the biggest challenge I had is when I first started coming to LA a lot and started getting in classes in LA and getting seen by those choreographers. I always would compare myself, and I would be in my head a lot. I would always be comparing myself to who I thought was the best person in the room, and it was really hard because sometimes I get picked out to do like solos in the class at the end, and I'd always like kind of mess it up. Like I'm always thinking way too much like in my head, and then how I overcame that was I actually left like the dance industry for Now United for a while, and then I came back, and I kind of thought I was in my like a whole different league, like by myself now. I wasn't even comparing myself to any of these other amazing dancers who I love and respect. But I wasn't really comparing myself to them anymore. So I started to kind of let go. And from there on, every time I got called out to do a solo, I never messed up again. It's kind of like magic, I guess.
Yeah. But it's such a great point you make. Like, don't you? I was just having a conversation with somebody about this week. Like, comparison is just, first off, there's no fair comparison, and it's like the root of all unhappiness, wouldn't you say? Just constantly comparing. Like, it's. I'm glad you were able to kick that.
Yeah.
So now, do you feel like you're in a good headspace as a creative and as a dancer? You don't really compare yourself too often anymore.
Well, as a dancer, but now I compare myself as like an artist.
Yeah,
So it's like,
totally.
It's a give and take, but right now I'm learning to like just combat that and push it to the side.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get to a few more of these. At Talents Kyle, what is your fan base name? We were really confused about that, but I personally like the Beauchampions.
Yeah, honestly, I never officially announced this because like I just go with like the Uniters because I'm in Now United. But for my specific fandom, I think I'm gonna go with Beauchampions. There was another one a long time ago. It was Lil Bo Peeps. Like it was LILBEAU and then PEEP, like Lil Bo Peeps. And I thought that was hilarious. But I love Beauchampions too, so it's hard.
Yeah. Are you officially picking one?
Yes. I'll say Beauchampions. If you want to be my fan, Beauchampions.
Yes. Beauchampions. I like that. That's really cool. You a little trophy, little medal emoji too. I dig it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I love how general some of these questions are. At Louise ADOPCK, K-E. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but what is your favorite childhood memory? Does anything come? That's a huge question, but
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's a big one.
Yeah.
I think probably, you know what, I'll go with this. So when I was a kid, I always wanted a trophy. I don't know why. I was obsessed with trophies. So when I was a really little kid, I went to the party store, and we went to the party store to like get stuff for my birthday party or something. And I saw this plastic trophy that was like this big. And I was like, Mom, I need it. I need it. I need it. So I got it. It was this little plastic trophy. I actually still have it. But I think that was such a symbol for me. Like, I wanted a trophy so bad, but I really didn't do anything for it. So then I realized, like, it's not really anything. But then when I won my first trophy ever, I think that was a big moment for me. And it wasn't even like a first place trophy. It was a runner-up trophy.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was like the real thing.
Yeah. Finally got the real thing.
That's awesome. All right, let's get to @JoshB updates. How was it for you to overcome the bullying that you experienced in your past as part of dancing? Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah. So I mean, growing up in a small town in Alberta, Canada, everyone plays hockey here. So it's a bit macho, but obviously bullying came with that, but I just I've learned to deal with bullying throughout the years. Like, it comes in different shapes and forms. Bullying always does. There's cyberbullying, there's normal bullying, but I think you just really have to just believe in yourself and know that what other people say doesn't really matter and affect you. Like, you just gotta do you and live your life to the fullest. Do whatever you want to do. Don't let other people judge you for something that you love doing.
Yeah. And if they are bullying you, right? Like, wouldn't you agree? Like, it says more about them than it does you.
That's a fact. 100%.
Right on. All right. Now, United Portugal. Which countries do you most want to visit in the future? That's a tough question. It's probably all of them, right? I mean, you probably love traveling the world. Do any stick out?
I think I'll do a top three. So
Okay.
there's 3 places I've always wanted to visit ever since I wanted to travel in general. And we've been, like, 99's been to over 20 countries. And it's a really big spread. We haven't been to, like, any of these 3. But we just got a member from Australia. I want to go to Australia so bad. I also want to go to Italy, all over Italy. And I want to go to Iceland and Portugal. So 4.
I've heard great things about every place you just named.
Yeah. They're all amazing. Like, I see so much good things about all these places, and I just want to live in all of them.
Yeah. All right, I'll get to a couple more here before we let you go. Where are some good ones? Oh, this is actually a really great question. I believe it's Young Julia 1. Ask Josh to share a funny fact about him that he thinks his fans might not know.
Funny facts. Let's. Okay, so when I work out, I'm trying to work out every day. I don't know if this is very funny. It's kind of just boring, but my workouts take so long. Only when I do, like, barely anything to actually work out. It takes so long because I always take so long to pick a song, and then I, like, dance to it in the mirror, and I perform in the mirror while I'm working out. And it's just like a whole performance, and then I do a workout, and then I do a whole performance, and I do a workout. Yeah, it takes forever for me to do a workout.
That's insane. Would you say your showers are, like, legendarily long?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I just had a shower today. It was like an hour.
Yeah. Josh has been in the shower since the MTV interview earlier this week.
Yes.
All right, 2 more, and then we'll let you go. If you, this comes from @7litf. If you weren't a dancer, what would you be?
Something fun. Whenever I get this question in interviews, I always say a water slide tester.
Yeah.
I love water slides. And yeah, I think I would love to be a water slide tester.
That'd be amazing. And that job
Yeah.
definitely exists, you know what I mean? Like,
I
somebody's got to
know.
test them. All right, and then the final one, @JoshCentrist. Which instrument do you want to learn that you do not know how to play yet?
Oh. I think the piano. 100%. The piano. I just took up guitar, and so ukulele came along with that. I know how to play those two, but I've always loved the piano. I'd love to learn that.
Yeah. Beautiful it sounds. I mean, you could do really beautiful ballads on that, you know?
Yeah.
Totally. Well, awesome, man. All right, so the last thing, I thought I'd give you the platform. The Uniters, the boat champions, they've made the group top requested for the past couple of weeks. Of course, you guys are guests on the show today. Do you have any words for the fans that have been going so hard for you and requesting you on MTV? Do you want to say thank you? Do you want to deliver a message to them?
Yeah. Uniters boat champions. You mean the world to me and Now United, and I see all of these times that you tag us in all these things and you vote for us, and your dedication means the world to us. And I just want to say a really heartfelt thank you, and I love you guys.
Amazing. Josh, thanks so much for taking the time, man. It was fun hanging out with you in the group earlier this week, and I can't wait for the fans to see the interview, but especially this on a Friday is really cool of you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, man. I'll talk soon, all right?
Yeah, peace out.
Awesome. There you have it. Josh himself, Now United. Thank you to all the boat champions that tuned in, the Uniters that tuned in. Again, guys, a friendly reminder, if you want to tune in today, 5 p.m. Eastern time, that's in 2.5 hours from right now. If you guys show up in the live chat on YouTube, there's a good chance you can make the group most requested #1 on MTV. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. This will be on my IGTV later today, so you can watch it in full if you got here late. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for voting for Josh and the rest of Now United on MTV. And I will see you today in just a few hours, 5 p.m. Eastern time, youtube.com/MTV. Peace, guys.